said the police were working with you on this case. You wanted to get the report. We talked about this. You said things were going smoothly, but now it's not. So when did that change?
Last night, actually, I got an email from them, the county, not the city police, that then said I needed a subpoena to get the records, which I think we all know about Freedom of Information Act, which requires a public information be given freely. That's why it's a federal law.
The FBI recently uncovered information linking Oprah Winfrey to Diddy's ongoing legal troubles, sending shockwaves through Hollywood. This revelation implies that Winfrey, who has long been viewed as an untouchable figure due to her immense influence and power, is now associated with Diddy's alleged crimes, including trafficking and exploitation.
So I've never experienced in any situation where I have been told I needed a subpoena to get public information. I was floored, I was shocked, and it was apparent to me that some type of cover-up is going on. The Orinda police are in violation of federal law, and I will make sure if they want to be the next facing a lawsuit, they can be the next.
The PBD podcast has explored the explosive revelations surrounding Diddy's recent arrest, focusing on tapes that may provide evidence of his involvement in shocking criminal activities. As federal investigations intensify, sources suggest that these tapes could implicate more high-profile individuals beyond Diddy. This discussion has raised significant concerns in Hollywood, with many speculating about the extent of the misconduct and the potential exposure of other powerful figures. The podcast underscores the seriousness of the situation, hinting that these tapes could disrupt the very foundations of the music and entertainment industries. Could these recordings lead to the downfall of other major names in Hollywood?
Diddy's list of accomplices to be revealed in a new lawsuit, okay? In a new lawsuit. So in this story, this lawyer comes out and just drops the bomb on everybody. Attorney Tony Busby revealed that a list of Sean Diddy Combs' alleged accomplices will be released in a new wave of lawsuits involving 120 victims. He promised the names will shock you. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there are a lot of names, he emphasized. We're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. The lawsuit covering incidents dating back to 1991 involving alleged of sexual abuse.
During a press conference, attorney Tony Busby, representing the victims, revealed that some of the youngest victims in the Diddy case were only 9 years old. These allegations are part of a larger scandal involving over 120 accusers, both male and female, who have come forward with claims of physical misconduct, trafficking, and manipulation that span decades. The mistreatment allegedly occurred during events like auditions at Bad Boy Records, where minors were promised record deals in exchange for their silence. This revelation has shocked the public and raised serious concerns about the unchecked power held by Diddy and his associates within the industry.
Individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. I want to focus on the ages of these victims. When you talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the act complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spanned from the year 1991 all the way to this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of.
For years, many have been wary of Oprah Winfrey's immense influence in Hollywood. Her impact stretches far beyond her talk show, with numerous insiders asserting that she possesses the power to make or break careers. This apprehension has fostered a culture of silence around her, with few individuals willing to speak out.
are canceling their interviews because they don't want to get blacklisted by Oprah. Who wants to be on the wrong side of Oprah in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Tyler Perry in Hollywood? Who wants to be on the wrong side of Steve Harvey in Hollywood? And as a result of that,
With the increasing scrutiny surrounding Diddy, there is speculation that Oprah's role in the industry may soon come under closer examination. While allegations have circulated for years, her power has largely protected her from facing any significant legal consequences.
Spiritual healer who believed he could channel the spirits of doctors and saints, and he would perform surgeries on people with his bare hands and scissors. Not to mention, John of God also literally essayed hundreds of different young girls and women, ranging from the ages of 9 to 67, and some of his victims included his own daughter and her daughter, his granddaughter, and he was also running a ring, selling newborns to childless couples for $50,000, all while being a spiritual healer to multiple.
The spiritual healer claimed he could channel the spirits of doctors and saints, performing surgeries on people using only his bare hands and scissors. John of God was also accused of assaulting hundreds of girls and women, ranging in age from 9 to 67, including his own daughter and granddaughter. Additionally, he allegedly ran a ring selling newborns to childless couples for $50,000, all while serving as a spiritual healer to various celebrities. Hollywood has a long history of scandals and exploitation, often involving its most prominent figures. Diddy's case is just the latest in a series of allegations against powerful individuals who have purportedly used their positions to manipulate and exploit others.
Losing your mind in Hollywood, be careful. And they came back from Hollywood to try and expand us. And they sat us down, they're like, you ain't gonna believe what we saw. And like, what did you see? And they said, we saw so-and-so, huge name, so-and-so, huge name, and so-and-so, big name back in the day, chicken hawking at a party. And I went, what? See, you're white. I said, what's chicken hawking? Everyone he's white. He don't know chicken. I said, what is chicken hawking? That's when you hanging out with boys that are transvestites. I went, what?
On his podcast, Joe Rogan talked about Oprah's immense influence, suggesting that she has the ability to control narratives and cancel those who oppose her. Rumors have circulated that Oprah may have been involved as a partner in some of Diddy's alleged crimes, although no concrete evidence has emerged. These allegations imply that both individuals were part of a larger network of influential figures who exploited their power.
Oprah Winfrey has been implicated in the Diddy case by federal authorities due to her alleged involvement in human trafficking. In a desperate attempt to evade justice, Oprah reportedly tried to OD. Gayle King, her close confidant, posted an update revealing that Oprah is currently in the hospital, suggesting she is trying to avoid facing the serious charges against her. Meanwhile, Oprah's public relations team is in overdrive, attributing her hospitalization to complications from the weight loss drug Ozempic. Additionally, reports have surfaced that Oprah was allegedly involved in harvesting children in Hawaii for their anti-aging properties. Speculation is growing that Oprah may emerge from the hospital with a disability, potentially silencing her permanently about the accusations of trafficking children from her African school and exploiting kids in Hawaii for high-profile
legal consequences. Some are speculating that long-standing allegations against Oprah might finally resurface.
A shame for child victims is that the attention and the seduction from the predator, who is probably going to be somebody you know.
Right.
In order for it to work, it has to be somebody you know, somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis, it feels good. Right. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. It's so confusing for children. Yeah. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, "You're crazy," because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being raped. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good, you won't even know it's happened. You will be in it and you won't even know it's happened. And if the abuser is any good, he or she is going to make you feel like you're a part of it. I mean, and nothing is more being a part of it than...
As Diddy now faces legal consequences, speculation is growing that long-standing allegations against Oprah may finally resurface.
They didn't use the word sexual abuse. They implied that something inappropriate was going on. Hearing that, John Samuel, immediately after hearing that allegation, removed the accused, Tiny Makoto, from the campus. I was, needless to say, devastated and really shaken to my core when I first heard this news. And immediately within the first hour of receiving this information, I contacted here in the United States Dr. Bruce Perry, who is founder of the Child Trauma Academy in Houston, Texas. And Dr. Perry informed me that the law in the United States requires that one must report, even if you suspect child abuse, it must be reported to the Child Protective Services. And so he said, if I were you, I would confirm if that is also the law in South Africa.
She has denied any involvement in criminal activity, but rumors have circulated for years, suggesting that she has played a role in protecting or enabling some of Hollywood's worst behavior.
There's going to be people crank calls and people with foolishness and people with malcontent, but we are sifting through that and trying to make sure that we identify and vet people that have real claims, legitimate, credible claims. Right now, we're talking about 120 people from 25 different states for conduct that occurred over 25 years. And this wasn't a secret. I mean, it was known that people were being flown in for these parties. People were being paid cash to attend these parties. People were being identified at clubs or at concerts or on the street even, and invited to these parties. You have that group of people that are involved. And then you have another group, and maybe this is the more sinister situation, where young people with stars in their eyes wanting to break into the entertainment industry.
An attorney involved in the Diddy case has suggested that more high-profile individuals are implicated in the scandal, although their names have not yet been disclosed. This revelation has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, as many fear that the exposure of these individuals could have a devastating...
Their sex life?
An open relationship.
It means a sex life. Yes, we have sources, and multiple sources said they had an open relationship, yes. She said it too, so I'm going by what she's saying. She's saying they do. And that they have threesomes with multiple celebrities. They're listed in the book. So yes. Am I going to go to Will Smith and Jada and ask them that? No, I'm not.
Okay. So
am I going to ask Jamie Foxx that?
Could you pull that up? I want to show you something.
Sure.
The reason why I asked this question, and this is what it said.
The attorney has characterized the evidence as highly incriminating, with the potential to ruin careers and reputations if it were to be made public.
It's education in South Africa, and I'm going to go village to village, personally myself, and with a team of people, and pull young girls out of villages and huts who would never ever dreamed or had an opportunity for an education, because you're a second-class citizen if you're a girl in Africa and other countries, and give them an opportunity to come to my school and become the leaders of Africa. And I'm doing that one brick at a time. I'm building a girls' academy, and
was this all your idea? Is it the model, or are you reproducing something that has worked somewhere else in the world? It's all your idea.
It's my idea because I believe that education is freedom. I believe that education saved my life, and I think that's how I'm going to save That's my contribution. And, obviously, I have a foundation and we do lots of things. What I try to do is to use whatever I have to educate people. I can't believe you're this serious. I don't know what to say.
That's tremendous. Yeah. It's tremendous.
Yeah.
And God bless.
When Oprah opened her school in Africa, it was celebrated as a groundbreaking educational initiative. However, the school has since been marred by controversy, including reports of mistreatment and misconduct. Oprah personally selected the students, raising concerns about her oversight and the troubling incidents that have occurred since the school's founding.
2007, Oprah Winfrey opened up a boarding school in South Africa. The academy had salons and gyms in it. Allegations have surfaced that this school was a front for child trafficking. These girls would be allegedly groomed to be ready for sale. Oprah handpicked the young girls who attended her school based on physical appearance, but it wasn't long until word got out about what really the school was about. Turns out these young girls were being touched or broken in by one of the employees there to allegedly get them ready for clients. Authorities found out about it, and the employee was charged with 13 counts of getting inappropriate with kids. Turns out at least 6 girls aged 13 to 15 were allegedly systematically and ritualistically targeted. Oprah went on record saying she was going to look at the situation, but after her investigation, the employee was cleared of any wrongdoing, and some allege Oprah had a hand in trying to cover it up. But these incidents continue to rock the school, including a newborn baby being found unalived at the school, which some...
This controversy has intensified scrutiny surrounding her, as Diddy's arrest draws more attention to the behavior of powerful figures in the entertainment industry.
So Oprah flew down on her jet and she built the school. $50 million she spent. Most expensive school in Africa. Most expensive anything, in fact. $50 million. That's what she spent. It's got state-of-the-art computers, state-of-the-art facilities and cars and all this equipment. State-of-the-art everything. Well, not everything. Teachers, not so much. Shame. A lot of scandals going down at that school. Because of Oprah, she didn't know how to interview these people. This wasn't Brad Pitt she was talking to, Those kids got beatings, no reason. There was always these cases, teachers walking into the classroom, losing their minds. Mavis, did you do your homework? No, ma'am. Then you're going to get a beating. Yeah, a beating for you. But because it's Oprah school, everybody can...
Comedian Trevor Noah has humorously addressed the troubling realities surrounding Oprah's school in South Africa, using his sharp wit to highlight serious...
Oprah, because what happened to them children at your school that went missing? Your all-girls school that you built in Africa? Why have all of the girls went missing that was at that school graduating class and nobody is talking about it? I tell you why. Because you guys are protected and I don't appreciate it. I want you guys tap in, tune in, comment. If you guys know about it, talk about it, spread the word, share this. Those girls in Africa went missing. That was at Oprah's school, Oprah Winfrey. Where were these girls at? Has anybody found them? Why is there not enough coverage on this? But those 5 guys that went missing, RIP, definitely feel bad for them. That's a lot of coverage, of course. Anyways, peace out.
Issues while lightening the tone. Interview 15. This revelation has shocked the public and raised serious concerns about the unchecked power held by Oprah and her associates within the industry.